those stories shortly, but first tonight, you're probably settling in for the evening and maybe even getting ready to fill out that all-important form, the census. Or perhaps not, given some of the controversy this year about privacy. Every 5 years, Australians are asked to participate in the census so the government can gather vital national population data. So if you do fill in that form tonight, what will it mean? Tommy Gilden takes a look.
For over a century, the census has been regularly asking Australians who we are. Not just name, age and address, but the money we earn and the God we believe in. It's been a pretty uncontroversial exercise until this year.
This census goes further than any other census before. No census has ever kept our names and details for a period of 4 years.
It's been compared, for example, to the Australia card. It's been compared to a barcode. That's the problem.
I would have preferred that some public figures had sought the facts from the ABS before they made a number of their public comments, as we could have corrected a number of misunderstandings.
Tonight, the questions are the same, but what the Bureau of Statistics is doing with the answers is different. Names will be kept on file for 4 years, not the 18 months as in the past, and each name will be given a unique file number, meaning personal data can be accessed well into the future. But some are questioning the Bureau's motives and its ability to protect the data from hackers.
I'm not paranoid. I actually trust the government by and large, and it pains me to say that the census is a good thing, but that the government has lost the public's faith in the way that they're handling it. It's not paranoid to say that when data leaves the safety of government and it becomes joined up with other data sets in the research community, that then that data becomes re-identifiable.
The ABS shares the same concern about your privacy as privacy advocates and has an unblemished record of keeping your census data safe. Your information cannot be identified outside of the ABS and is safe inside the ABS.
On the 30th of June, boys, census will be near.
The ABS says it's always been compulsory to put your name on the census form, and that for 100 years Australians have been happy to do so. Storing those names for longer, it says, means it can provide not so much a snapshot of society, but a moving picture. And that in turn helps government at all levels decide where to put schools, hospitals and roads. The ABS is warning conscientious objectors it's not just them who'll suffer if they don't fill in their name.
Really, the compromise is actually for their community. So they might actually be compromising the services that are available to the community and the other public benefits that will come through the census data being used effectively.
I really am not.
But those in the privacy business like Stephen Wilson say in focusing on giving better information to its clients, the ABS has lost sight of the bigger picture.
The professional statisticians, professional informaticians, mathematicians, I don't think they have a privacy instinct. I think in a sense they have a professional conflict of interest. They've got a job to do with data. Privacy to some degree gets in their way, and I don't think we should make any bone about that. I think that privacy and ethics and human rights, they do stand in the way of overreach, and it gets to the point where if privacy is going to get in the way of some data use, then I say so be it.
The Bureau of Statistics is hardly the only organisation handling large volumes of personal data. Online shopping sites collect credit card numbers, while Facebook and Google not only track highly sensitive information, but sell it to other companies. What's so bad, ask the ABS's defenders, about collecting information that provides a public good and not a commercial profit?
If anybody in the government is comparing the census to Facebook, they need to remember that the government themselves give advice to people to limit what they tell Facebook. So we're not supposed to give away our real date of birth, we're not supposed to give away our real age, we're not supposed to give away our pets. All of this data is used by identity thieves. So the government coaches us to not tell the whole truth to Facebook. They can't turn around and say that Facebook is like the census.
I do so in full knowledge that I may face prosecution under...
The whiff of controversy over this year's census has attracted political bloodhounds to the fray. Crossbench Senator Nick Xenophon was the first to declare he'd risk a $180 fine for each day he fails to fill out his name on his census form. 5 of the 9 Green senators have now followed suit. Tasmanian Jackie Lambie is thinking about it. Other crossbenchers share their concern but aren't backing the boycott.
In comparison to other threats to privacy, I see it as a lot smaller. Not zero, but a lot smaller, and so that's my difference.
Senator David Leyonhjelm's usually a strident critic of government data collection, especially recent anti-terrorism laws that compel internet providers to store their clients' metadata.
Governments are usually useless, but the census is not useless, and so, you know, I think conducting the census, having a good census, is legitimate, worthwhile activity by the government.
The ABS says it's confident the public overwhelmingly supports the census and expects to maintain the 98% completion rate of censuses passed.
I just don't know where the information's going and how long it's kept for and who's also has access to it.
I have completed it, I just have to hand it in, that's all. Yes.
Yeah, just not sure about, you know, giving my name or my name being kept for 4 years. I think that's a bit maybe dodgy.
We've got Facebook and all these other things that we use. There's no really reason why we can't fill something out that's more so for a purposeful reason.
I think it's important to capture that snapshot of where we're at, and I'm sure it will play a part in some of the policy formation today or maybe sometime down the future, or at least give us a view of where Australia was at in 2016.